Morning all and welcome back to the class. Today in this session you will be learning more roots and this is the continuation of word roots lecture series. So let's start the session. So the first root of today is per, which actually means through or by. So for example, percent, which means by the hundred. And the next word is perennial, which is very important, which actually means last through several years. Perennial is something that continues for a very long time, happening and again and again. For example, the perennial problem of water shortage. That means this problem has been, it lasts for a very long time. It's been there for many years. It's a perennial problem. Whenever you say it is a perennial task, it's a task that has been happening for several years. Okay, and the other one is perforate. Here again you have got per, which means through or by, and perforate actually means to make a hole or holes through something. So when you try to make a hole through something, and that action can be called as perforate. For example, the explosion perforated his eardrum. And now can you guess the meanings of these two words, permeate and perspicacity? Permeate actually means to spread to every part of an object or a place. For example, the smell of leather permeated the room. That means it has spread to the entire room. The next word is perspicacity, and a very common adjective that we often use is perspicacious. And perspicacious actually means able to understand somebody or something quickly and accurately. Okay, for example, a perspicacious remark. And let's take one more example. She was perspicacious enough to realize that things were soon going to change. That means she has got that ability to understand something very quickly. And that's the reason she could understand that things were going to change soon. So, such a guy who could actually understand, or guess the things very quickly can be called as perspicacious. Done? Now, the next root is post or poster, which actually means after, behind, next, and also following. Now, there is a word called postpiled, and I don't really need to explain it. Postpaid and postscript, you know that word also. Posterior doesn't require any explanation, and postgraduate, no need to explain. And now, can you guess the meanings of posthumous and postmodern? Now, to guess the meaning of posthumous, it can be divided into two parts, post plus humus. Humus is human and post is after, right? So, posthumous is something that is done or published or happening after a person has died. So, it is post human, after the departure of the human. Okay, for example, a posthumous award for bravery. And the next word is postmodern. That means it is after modernism. Okay, postmodernism actually refers to after the times or the period. Okay, after modernity, modernism. The next word is pre, which actually means before. You have words like preamble and then precaution and precede. Okay, and I don't really need to give you the meanings of these three words, preamble, precaution, and precede. What is preamble? So preamble actually means, it is going before. And preamble is an introduction to a book or a written document, an introduction to something you say. Okay. And the next word is precaution, and precede, something that comes before. And now guess the meanings of pre-existence, premeditate, prefatory, premise, premonition, and prehistoric. And please try to give your answers in the comment section. And the next root is next root is pro, which means before, on behalf of, forth, forward, and for. Proclaim, produce, and profane, these are the words. So proclaim can be divided into two parts, pro plus climb. Pro actually means, before here, and claim is to speak, right? So to proclaim is to publicly and officially tell people about something important. For example, the president proclaimed a state of emergency. Okay, and the next word is produce. Produce is actually, to make things to be sold, especially in large quantities. Okay, and the next word is profane, and profane is, having or showing a lack of respect for god or holy things. Profane. Okay,